Have you ever laughed so hard your stomach was aching and it felt like your abs were awakening, clenching your core so hard your belly button could erupt? The kind of laughter that hurts fiercely but you don't want to ever stop. So you continue to laugh. You prolong the ardent howling because you know that when it's over, when it stops being funny, when you let out your last little sigh, that you'll feel hollow. You know your joke and the billion of other fruitless attempts can't bury your anguish. After the cackling halts and everyone wipes their eyes with tears of elation and tells you, "You're hilarious," she will toss the tonic new memory of your iconic joke down the well of your mind. She's collecting dimes, and as I peer over the edge, I relapse back into a state of suffering. And I wish on my wishing well that if I toss a nickel in for good luck, my wish may come true. That I can see anything past my first glance of my face glistening in the scintillating ripples. But there's nothing beneath the surface of the water that I want to discover anymore. So I keep laughing. My fingertips tremble, begging to grasp onto the appetite for life that's sinking to the bottom. It's too deep to chase, and I can hardly float on my own. Mental illness feels a lot like drowning when you know how to swim. My arms are flailing and my toes are fluttering. I can almost graze the top of the water, but it's hard to find fortitude or spirit to fight. I wait for it to evaporate or for someone, anyone to realize I'm drowning and pull me out, dry me off, and wrap me in a fuzzy towel, and let me know I will be all right. It feels like searing discomfort and mild loneliness. It feels like resting my cheek on my pillow and despising the way the earth smells. It feels like stillness in front of the TV for hours because the TV doesn't expect anything of me. It feels like losing my temper a lot, very often. It feels like gnawing on my fingernails when I'm anxious until I reach the nail bed and they start to bleed. It feels like swearing at my alarm clock set for 7:15 a.m. because every new day that begins is disquieting. It feels like loathing love and friendship because the voices in my head are the only conversations I can interpret. It feels like wondering what the difference between life and death really is, and maybe it wouldn't be so bad to stop feeling absolutely nothing and everything all at once. It feels like every day I oppose myself and battle to survive, but we always tie. It feels like wanting to give life everything I could ever offer it, but having nothing left to give. My mind tells me no. When I try to ask her what happiness is, she tells me that we don't use that word anymore. She says the closest thing to it is pretending to be. So she lets me laugh. She lets me be funny for a little while. But pulling off punchlines is not an indicator of glee. Laughter is not the key to happiness when mental illness clamps a padlock on the door. Laughter is not the best medicine when mental illness seals the cabinet of my prescription. Laughter will never embody my state of mind. It will never substitute the feeling of euphoria. Laughter only means that I'm trying. It means that I want to live. Laughter makes me believe in living, and life is the one fight in which I will prevail, and I won't ever give up on myself. So go ahead, tell me a joke.